What is going on, Lucid fans? Welcome back to Financial Journey. So today I want to talk about everything to do with Lucid, things that are going through the typical investor's mind, and reasons why you need to buy. But before getting into any of that, you guys know the deal. Smash a thumbs up. It definitely helps my channel significantly. For those that are new to the channel, I do daily videos on trending stocks, crypto. I do it all, so definitely subscribe. Also, if you do like my channel and support the growth, take a look at my memberships. Link in the description below, or just hit the join button at the bottom screen. Greatly appreciate that. I will be starting to do weekly live streams for members only, so even more of an incentive to sign up. Also, one final thing I do want to bring to your attention: a new broker, $0 commission, and a massive sale. So you can get up to 5 free stocks, $3,500 each. All you have to do, just signing up gets you 1 free stock. Depositing any amount that's $1 gets you another free stock, and deposit $2,000 or more gets you 3 additional stocks. Again, each of these is valued up to $3,500. A great promo, so definitely take a look. Link in my description below. So with that said, there is a lot of good things going with Lucid. Last couple of days, there has been a lot of fear, not just with Lucid, but the broader market, but things are starting to recover. Things are showing a lot of support. And when it comes to Lucid, there is a lot of factors that are causing these sell-offs first thing in the morning. But regardless, we are showing very strong support throughout the rest of the day, and that is starting to be a growing trend and very good to talk about. Also, there is starting to have more articles come out about Lucid, largely bringing up what the typical investor is thinking about. So, as you can see, 1 green flag and 1 red flag for Lucid's EV dreams. So it does bring up several points that a lot of Lucid investors are thinking about. Deliveries, whether it be the remaining 2021 or 2022, in addition to the SECs. In case you didn't know, the SEC did actually subpoena Lucid and is starting to investigate their SPAC and the promises that they gave as far as deliveries and so forth. Again, I have covered that a lot in my other videos. I'm not going to really bring that up now. What I want to focus on right now is the deliveries. So, as you can see right here, so right now we technically still don't know how many deliveries Lucid's done. We see a good projection based on Twitter, so you see individual deliveries, and this was the most recent one done around an hour ago. But still, you get my idea, right? They've done individual deliveries, they've done group photos of maybe 50 plus, but still nothing defined. So ultimately, it goes back down to it. This is one thing that a lot of investors are concerned about. Some investors, I should say, at least the short term. Keep in mind though, there's different ways of thinking about Lucid. I myself am an investor in Lucid, but I am thinking long term. So regardless of whether they do 520 or 1,000 deliveries in 2021, I'm not selling. I'm holding for the long term. So again, there's different ways of thinking about this. So take everything I say with a grain of salt. And if you are one of those long-term investors, then it doesn't really matter at the end of the day how many deliveries they do in 2021. They've done the biggest accomplishment already and actually started deliveries. That is key at the end of the day, right? So, but regardless, if you are one of those short-term investors that you are looking just to swing trade or whatever it might be, then continue watching. But with that, as you can see, based on October 30th of 63 days, it works out to be, if they do the 520, 8 EVs per day. At the end of the day, that's not bad at all, considering they are expecting to do 20,000 vehicles in 2022, which works out to be 55 vehicles per day. It goes down to one of those things that if you are worried about the short-term noise of Lucid, and this is going to be a concern for you, because if they show that they cannot do the 520 vehicles in the 63 days, again, working out to be 8 EVs per day, how are we as investors going to be assuming that they can do 20,000 vehicles, which works out to be, again, 55 vehicles per day, if they can't even do the 8? So this is one thing that a lot of investors are starting to think about. And again, it's one of those things that Lucid has gone up quite a lot as far as a price. So people are wanting to take profits. So a lot of things are factoring into these beginning sell-offs first thing. So it's either profit taking, it is the end of the year, so tax loss selling as well, in addition to shorts. So I know day by day change, as you can see, it did go down 9.27%, which is phenomenal, but overall, it has been going up. You can see over the last week, 7-day change, it did go up 50% as far as short interest. So a lot of volatility when it comes to shorts. As of right now though, 12.45 is the short interest on Lucid, 81.61 is utilization, and like I said, negative 9.27 is the day-by-day change, which works out to be 6.32 million shares being returned. So overall, a lot of good things when it comes to this, and this is just, again, one of those attributing factors that is causing these sell-offs first thing in the morning. In addition to a lot of these articles that is bringing up deliveries and other negative things about Lucid. But regardless, just because of that, that isn't that big of a deal, right? Because this is their expectation. So 20,000 vehicles by 2022, in case you didn't know, 50,000 by 2023, which in reality is very attainable because looking at their AMP facility, you can see right now we are currently past phase 1, which is 34,000 units per year as far as the total capacity. We are currently undergoing phase 2, which is 90,000 per year. And then at full capacity will be 365,000 units of capacity every single year. So again, going back to this isn't that big of a deal, right? So it's 20,000 by 2022, again, very attainable, and 50 by 2023. But this does summarize it very well. If we cannot do the 520, then there is going to be a large expectation. How can we do 2022, 2023, and so forth? A lot of good things when it comes to Lucid, but typically when a company does have such aggressive growth plans, there is going to be a lot of negativity. But regardless, I'm a big fan of Lucid, and you can even see on the options game. So I haven't really covered this so much in the last little bit. As you can see, this is the volume column, open interest, and everything. So right now, this is on the weekly. There is a lot of options activity, still very, very profitable when it comes to Lucid. Let me know in the comments below if you have been doing options, if you've been selling puts, whatever you might be doing. Let me know in the comments below. I am interested. But with that, one other thing I do want to keep bringing up to your attention, again, live tickers, you can see Lucid, NIO, and Tesla. Right now, Lucid is up 2.3%. As far as volume though, volume is one thing that this is an abnormality today. So right now, 41 million shares being traded, whereas the average is 51. And block volume. So for those that have been watching my channel, you know block volume is AKA institutional buying. So right now, 929,000 shares being traded. And again, if you have been watching my videos on a daily basis, you know I bring that up, and that is a little bit low as well. So 929,000 shares from institutions being purchased today. Again, that is a little bit low. Normally it's around 2 million, but overall from a investor standpoint, whether that's an overall concern or not, it's maybe not. Maybe people are starting to wait to see exactly where Lucid is going to go. And I'm going to touch on that when I do technical analysis in a moment. But as you can see though, there is a lot of growth when it comes to Lucid. And even looking back on the intraday chart, there is a lot of support. So with that, I do want to talk on some technical analysis. So 50, 100, and 200-day moving averages I have on there. Bollinger Bands right now still sitting the lower percentile of the Bollinger Band. Hopefully we will get a nice good catalyst to push us in the higher percentile of the Bollinger Band again and have a nice bullish trend starting to form. Right now, RSI stochastic momentum as far as indicators. Momentum right now, it did take quite a hit because of that SEC subpoena, but it is starting to pick back up again. So number of buyers is starting to pick back up, like I already mentioned. So it is one of those things that you always need to piece things together. So number of buyers is starting to go back up a little bit, but if you compare that with the actual volume from today, it is lower. So it definitely does show that more actual individual retail investors are getting in versus the big whales, as what people like to call them. But as far as RSI and stochastic, both are showing fairly neutral. So in that regard, nothing really to touch on when it comes to that. So again, when I've been saying about support and resistance points, there's a very strong support when it comes to Lucid, and every sell-off that does happen, we bounce back very hard because everyone loves Lucid. And in reality, this is just attributed, in my opinion, to shorts and other fear in the market. So looking at this though, you can see first, second, and third resistance points, 46, 48, and 50. In reality, that is fairly widespread, easy to break past. 100%. And this is one thing I really like about Lucid is that resistance points, as much as they come down, we can easily break past that in a blink of an eye. And now, on the contrary though, you can see support levels. So 42, 40, and 37. So the third one has been dipping a little bit, but again, these ones are a little bit more tight-knit, which is more advantageous to the typical investor because when these dips do happen, they get eaten up very fast. But in reality, I don't see us getting below 40 this week. I see us, on the contrary, having a nice rally on Thursday and Friday as well. In case you haven't watched my price prediction video, make sure you take a look at that. I do them every Sunday. Again, even more of an incentive to sign up. But in that video, I did say that Monday and Tuesday were going to be red and the rest of the week is going to rally. So in reality, so far is come true. But I'm happy with Lucid's performance. I'm happy with their deliveries that they've done that we know about at least. Whether they've done the 520, I do strongly feel that we're around the 350 mark, maybe 400 possibly. given all the posts and tweets that they've done. Again, you have to do your own due diligence, kind of piece it all together and make your own determination about that. Again, there is a little bit of fluctuations and heavy weight on that deliveries of 2021. So again, that all will factor into the price and whether we actually go down or up and where it might be going. With all that said, let me know your thoughts on Lucid in the comments below and where you do feel that we are as far as overall number of deliveries for 2021. Let me know in the comments below. Also, if you haven't already, smash the thumbs up and subscribe. I greatly appreciate that. Again, if you do like my channel and support the growth, take a look at my memberships, link in the description below, or just hit the join button at the bottom screen. Greatly appreciate that. With all this said, appreciate you guys watching. Let's all make a lot of money on Lucid.